Hello everyone, this is Mike Levin of MikeLevinSEO.com, and unfortunately I don't think I'll get up to the bookmarklet project that I wanted to do today, but that gives us something to look forward to. But I do have to do something about this blank homepage because people are actually starting to find me as a result of my activity, and I need something there. Fortunately, I have produced a video that explains a little about what you'll find here, and it's already on YouTube, and I have a little bit of code that I always use in WordPress for embedding some video. So I have that in my copy buffer right now, and I'm ready to paste it. So all I have to do is vim index.html, and then search for where the h1 is, and it's going to be at about that point, I guess, underneath the h2 of that foo.txt include file, which is the hello world. We'll talk about that more in a second. On the keyboard, your Vim lesson here is you hit O, which inserts a new line and puts you in insert mode. I do the operating system keyboard shortcut for paste, and now I should be able to simply hit escape key, :W, and we should have some YouTube video on the page. And we do, hooray! Okay, so that explains what people will find on this site. And I think I'm also going to replace the hello world with that same information. It'll make more sense. So it's SEO, Raspberry Pi, Python, Linux, Git, and Vim. And I'll put them in the order that people will be expecting to see them. I believe that the foo file has lived its purpose. But what I'm going to do is position my cursor on that include file command. So we hit escape to make sure we're not in insert mode. We hit V to go into visual highlight mode. I go to the end there. I hit D, which both deletes it and puts it in the copy buffer. So I can put it right underneath my container div, P, whoops, undo. I can hit O, escape, then P. And right above my closing container div, escape O, escape P. All right, so it's foo in both places, but this is going to be the footer file. Hey, FOO, I'm partial way there. I for insert mode, TER. I arrow key up. I turn this into header. Okay, and I'm going to save. I'm going to quit. Now I'm going to quickly touch header.txt and touch footer.txt, making what would have been an error into a non-error. Hello world will disappear, but likewise there's no include file error. So mission accomplished there, but we're not done with index.html. Now I want to find where that h2 occurs. Go here, go into insert mode, and the things you're going to find on my site. It starts with SEO plus, and I'll go in the order that I think people will be interested in this. So it's Python, no, it's Raspberry Pi, Python, Vim, Git, and Linux. Linux is probably the most popular of them all, but it's so mega popular I can't really lead with that. It's a, there are category killers in that space, as there are with SEO, but that's my main business. So I put SEO first, Raspberry Pi, where I have the greatest chance of making some inroads with the fanatical cult tribe that's evolving there, and then Python, Vim, and Git, because that's my short stack that I'm advocating, and Linux, because it really is such a part of everything that's being done here. Escape key, :W for write, and do a refresh. And that now is a much better place to leave the site. People finding it will at least understand a bit about what's going on here. Talk about controlled messaging, right? While we're at it, before I say goodbye, let's take advantage of Git being there. We got some Vim lessons in. Let's get some Git lessons in. Git status, now that we moved this into its own subdirectory, there's going to be very few files out of sync. There you have it. We're not even running Vim at the time, so you don't see any of its .temporary files. So I could add everything in one magical swoop. Well, no, the nohup file, that doesn't even apply anymore. So what we want to do is remove nohup. We'll do one more git status. Much better. Now I can git add. I believe I can just wildcard this because everything can be added. There's nothing that shouldn't be tracked. Yay! Now I can git commit. And I tell it the message, added video, and header and footer. And return. Okay, 3 files changed, 5 insertions, 1's deleted. These are all good messages. Git push. And voila. If we really wanted to see the change in GitHub, I could go over here, create a new tab, click my GitHub, which I've now updated to at least be my profile and not a sub-project. Drill down in there, and you can see the 2 files added, the 1 file modified, and oh, foo, I should really delete foo. I'll do that on my next update. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope to talk to you soon, and please don't forget to subscribe.